Hey everybody, just going to do a quick video about the tools and materials that I use to make my artwork, make my comics. Um, this room is a small room near our garage, and I sort of have a bigger office with my wife in our basement, but for writing and making things that I really need to focus on, I sort of need to step away from them and just get into my own head, my own world. So I would say, that is, I think, the best material and tool you can have is a quiet place to think your thoughts. So the physical materials that I'm using are Moleskine sketchbooks, mechanical pencils, 2B pencil lead, and these kinds of tracing papers. One is marker paper, one is layout bond. But so let's talk about the sketchbooks first. So lots of people, I think, are interested in getting better at drawing, at doing art, and sketchbooks are sort of the first thing you think about. And I think that's appropriate. I think the sketchbook that was right for me, and I think the sketchbook that is right for you, is the one that you can finish. I think as artists, we want to get like the prettiest stuff. We want to get the biggest art sketchbook and the one that looks good, but it may be too big and maybe too precious, and we're not going to finish it. I found myself doing that as well, and I just needed to finish one, and so I got these really small sketchbooks and did a few of them and got the hang of like, oh, I can actually finish something. So went from this to the a little bigger, and these are all bad sketches. But you have so much to learn if you're just starting out. I mean, I did, and I wasn't even starting out. I had been drawing sort of for most of my life, but I was still not very good. So I just needed to sketch a lot. So moved up to the medium size and the but the thinner version. Got each one. You should do it. You should be finishing, I think, the same size for a little while, and until you're sort of confident and you're like, oh, okay, I can finish that. And so moving up, and finally I'm to these like expanded medium size versions, and I love like having this, like it's kind of a book already. So I sketch in these, and I'm able to finish them. And sketching for me is something that you're just doing to find the idea. You're not so worried about making a finished product. But the reason I use tracing material is I can create a final image here. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if this is going to be great results, but I kind of keep little scraps of this in the back of my notebook. This is going to be bad. But, and so I can, I guess, tidy up these sketches. If I find one in the sketchbook that I like and I want to take, I will do that. And I don't need to turn on a light box. I can just go straight there. That was not a great example, but that's what I do. And so the final artwork, what you see in my comics, is pencil line, and it's. I think an important thing to note is that my sketching materials are the same as my finished product materials. And to me, that was so helpful because I don't have to learn a new thing. Like I don't have to jump back and forth between materials. I just execute with the same materials. And the pencils are just the Pentel, these Pentel, I don't know if they have a name, but this is what they look like. And from Pentel, different sizes. I'm usually just using the 0.5 really. And I'm using it with 2B lead. So the reason I use 2B lead is because it's a softer lead. I don't have to press as much, and you get a darker line. So if you think about like Blackwing pencils, they're marketed as like less pressure, darker line, and I think that's because they have a softer lead. They're great pencils. I think if you want to get those, you should. They're really nice. But I wanted a sort of a static line, so I just used this, but not with the HB lead that comes with them. I got the 2B lead for that darker line. So I use layout bond paper for sketching my pages. These sort of bigger sheets. These are like, what are they? 14 by 17. And basically I'm only using 11 by 17. And then I do my final layer on marker paper. And then I'll scan it into Photoshop and color, and I'll make those lines, basically ink lines, and I'll color in Photoshop, do lettering there as well. And that's all. So if you're curious about trying any of these, I highly suggest trying it. I mean, for me, it was the most efficient way to make comics. It doesn't have the sexiness of ink, but I think you need to choose, try and find what's best for you, and then just stay there. I think that was helpful for me. That experimentation, I think, should come to an end at some point, so you can get on with making work. And that's what I needed to do. So if you like this, check out my Patreon, link below this video. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.